What is going on, everybody? I'm meeting you right after this fight. I'm not even kidding. I'm meeting you right after this fight. Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz. How did the fight go? First, we're going to start by saying that this was a completely different fight than last time. And I'm sure we all recognize how different this fight was. Anthony Joshua, first and foremost, won, regained the heavyweight title. And I have to say that it was a completely different kind of fight. 6 months ago, the fight was epic. Andy Ruiz dropped Anthony Joshua 4 times and the fight got waived. In the middle of the 6th, the fight got waived. But in this fight, it was way different. And I knew by the 3rd round when I saw Anthony Joshua's tactic, I knew what he was doing. The fight ended in a decision, 118 to 110, I believe. One of the cards was different, but it was 118. All the scorecards had Anthony Joshua winning by a lot, by 10 to 12 points. So, you might ask me, well, what was different this time? Anthony Joshua, what he did was he did not go inside. Last time he underestimated Andy Ruiz and he was inside the whole time. And when you're fighting a shorter guy, being inside is actually extremely dangerous because that short guy has an advantage. He can hit you upward, he can uppercut you, he can hit you at the top of the head when you're not expecting it, and that's what happened last time. Anthony Joshua fought a fearful fight. I'm not going to lie, it was kind of boring in a way. It was mundane. What he did for the whole round, for all the rounds, was just kind of dance around him, jab, 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 collect his numbers, and eventually the scorecards picked all of them to have Anthony Joshua winning. And that's it. It's literally that simple. Anthony Joshua was just dancing around him, and he jabbed until the scorecards read that he won. And Andy Ruiz did not fight as rough of a fight as last time simply because he wasn't on the inside. He didn't have the reach advantage, the height advantage. See, when you're not going inside with a shorter fighter, it's a very slim chance that shorter fighter is going to win because he doesn't have any advantage. You have all the advantage when you're fighting on the outside because you get to dance around, you get to kind of hit the jab, you know. And when you're hitting the jab, your arms are so long, there's no way he's going to block that. But because Andy Ruiz was shorter, he wanted to be on the inside as much as possible. But Anthony Joshua was not letting him on the inside this time. I think this fight was great. I think this fight was good, and Andy Ruiz is a class act, dude. Ruiz I love that guy. I love that. You couldn't have picked a better person, personality-wise and fighter-wise, to beat Anthony Joshua. I mean, this guy is a class act. I love him. But Anthony Joshua learned from his mistakes, and he realized, oh, okay, this guy is shorter, which means that I can't go inside because he has a sheer advantage over me. He has a very, very clear advantage over me because if I go inside, he's going to win. He's going to knock me down. And he avoided that the whole fight, which means that Andy Ruiz couldn't really be as aggressive as he was because when you're not as aggressive as you are, you know, when you can't go on the inside, you can't be as aggressive, and when you're not as aggressive, it looks like a boring fight. It looks like Anthony Joshua had the fight. I'm not going to lie. Barely any damage done. Yeah, that's it. I was let down by how the fight was going simply because I was comparing it to the last fight, and you can't do that. You know, Anthony Joshua, he came in skinny, and Andy Ruiz came in 15 pounds heavier. I mean, you know, if you're 15 pounds heavier, you can't really dance around. I think he was just banking on him being inside the whole time, but he couldn't get inside. He couldn't get inside. Anthony Joshua kept hugging him. He kept dancing around him. And that was pretty much the whole premise of the fight. The fight was a lot more boring than the last fight, but it was not a boring fight in general. It was a fun fight in general, just wasn't like the last one. It wasn't as climactic as the last one and all that stuff because they both used different strategies. And Andy Ruiz was the one who was not prepared this time. He was the one who kind of didn't understand Anthony Joshua's tactic. He was like, wait a minute, this guy is not doing what he was doing last time, so I don't really know what to do. He was kind of shocked in a way. But anyway, Anthony Joshua won, new heavyweight champion, and now he just kind of has to see who he's going to fight next. It's obviously Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder. I don't really see any other fight causing extreme amounts of headlines other than Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I really don't. I don't see him fighting somebody else and giving these insane headlines. Everybody wants to see Fury versus Joshua or Wilder versus Joshua. Everyone wants to see that. But anyway, that was my opinion on the fight. I bet on AJ, so I got some good money in return because, that's what you do, man. Take a safe bet. I wanted to bet on Andy Ruiz because I was feeling a little bit, a little risky, but no. I stuck to my safe instinct and my first instinct, and I bet on AJ and I won. Your boy won. Your boy won. Do you understand me? Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. All right? Peace.